Hi there, I'm Erin Harner, integrative registered dietitian nutritionist, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about back to school season and packing healthy lunches. So you may be back at work or the kids may be back at school, and I know I'm feeling it. I don't know about you, but this time is a little bit crazy and it's a little hectic, and we're just getting back into the routine. So there's been a number of studies that have shown that September is actually a great time to get back to routine, to rhythm, to habits that you may have lapsed on. We've been programmed since we were kids to think of back to school time as a reset. So now is a great time to get back into things that you may have slipped on, or if you're going back to work or going back to school for the kids, thinking about what to pack in your lunches is really key. So lunches are 5 days a week for most people. So 5 days a week, you may be packing or eating out for lunch. And we eat 3 meals a day, roughly 7 days a week. So 21 meals a week, 5 of those meals being lunches. That's about a quarter. We do not have the opportunity to just like slack off on lunch and to let it slide. It is really, really important. It is not a write-off. So let's make it count. I'm going to give you 3 strategies today to help you do that. So the first strategy I want to talk about is packing dinner for lunch. So this is one of my husband's favorite strategies. It's not one of mine, and I'll explain why. So packing dinners for lunch, basically, we put a lot of effort generally into making healthy dinners. Dinners are typically balanced with some protein and some high fiber starches or some carbs and some vegetables. Oftentimes we let some of those things slide at lunch. So if you have a healthy dinner and you pack that up for lunch, easy peasy. It's already done. You've already thought through it. It's already cooked. All you have to do is pack it up and take it with you. If you make like a chili or a soup or a stew or something like that, it's one of my favorite things to do actually is to heat it up in the morning and put it in a thermos. So when you're ready to have your lunch, it's already ready. And you can add vegetables to that on the side. You could add some like whole grain bread or something like that to go with it. But it's a really nice, healthy treat that has all of the things in it. Fiber, fat, and protein are really, really key at lunchtime to help stabilize your blood sugar. So making sure that those elements are part of your lunch is really key. All right, the second strategy is using part of dinner to make your lunch, or using a meal prep strategy to pack your lunch. So here's 2 examples. So let's say you had some chicken breast for dinner with some green beans and some roasted potatoes. Very simple dinner, hits all of the boxes. It's got some protein, it's got some healthy fats, it's got some vegetables. What we're gonna do with that dinner is take the chicken breasts. Let's say we pretend that we ate up all the potatoes and the green beans. We're gonna take the chicken breast and we're gonna slice it up and we're gonna put it on top of a big bed of salad. So those salad greens topped with a chicken breast, we've got our veggies covered, we've got our protein covered, maybe we'll add a little bit of olive oil based dressing, and we've got a beautiful healthy lunch. Maybe even add some high fiber starches to that of some kind, like maybe a little bit of whole grain bread or sourdough bread, or something else to add some substance to the salad, like maybe some cooked quinoa that you had cooked before. The other part of this second strategy is if you're prepping things ahead of time, you can simply add that to your lunch. So one of the things that I've written about, posted about on my blog multiple times is muffins. So I love muffins because you can make them wholesome, you can make them healthy, you can make them hearty, you can incorporate all of those things into them. Think zucchini or pumpkin muffins already have the vegetables in the muffin. So instead of starting with 2 slices of bread to make a sandwich, you could actually start packing your lunch with a muffin, being the heart of the lunch, and then making everything else to go around that, depending on what your muffin was made of. One of my favorite ingredients for muffins is actually using blanched almond flour, because then you've got some high fiber nuts. So the almonds are very, very high in fiber. They're healthy fats and also proteins, and that's the base of your muffin. So having something hearty and healthy to start with can be really helpful, and you can prep those ahead and just pull them out of the freezer or pull them out of the refrigerator to pack your lunches whenever you're ready. And then the third strategy I want to share with you is to start with produce and make sure that at lunchtime you're filling half your plate with produce, just like you might try to do if you're eating dinner. So half your plate with produce could look like starting with a salad, having a salad on the side, starting with a soup, a vegetable-based soup. Lots of different strategies to start with vegetables, but making sure that we get enough vegetables at lunchtime ensures that you're hydrated, because vegetables are typically full of water, unless of course they're dehydrated, like sun-dried tomatoes or something like that. But starting with produce is really, really helpful. Adding about a quarter plate of your protein So some sort of protein source that's going to help keep you full and satisfied and balance your blood sugar to give you energy throughout the afternoon. And then the third component is some sort of high fiber starch. So this could be bread if you're making a sandwich. It could be one slice of bread cut in half to make half a sandwich. It could be some sort of whole grain that you cooked, like a pseudo grain like quinoa or some brown rice or some barley or whatever you want to make that's going to round out that lunch and give you some substance and some brain power for the afternoon. And then the fourth ingredient is 1 to 2 thumbs of fat. So healthy fats are really, really important to have at lunch. They feed the brain, they nourish the brain, and they help slow down the absorption of carbohydrates. So the key with lunch is to keep your blood sugar balanced so that you have energy throughout the afternoon to be productive and to thrive and to get through the things that you want to do. So those are 3 strategies that we talked about to help pack healthy lunches, and I'll be back again with some more strategies and tips for actually what to put in those lunches and what containers and things to use. Those 3 strategies again: 1, pack dinner for lunch. Number 2, use part of dinner or do some meal prep in advance to have components of your lunch already prepped for you. And then the third, start with produce and then add in some protein, some high fiber starch, and some healthy fats. So there you go, 3 strategies for helping to pack healthy lunches in this crazy busy back to school time. I wish you all the best. Have a great day.